What's going on, guys? It's Lumberjack Games here, and we're back today for another Farming Simulator 17 chore log. Now, people are probably wondering where exactly it is that I've been. Actually, let me turn down my sound here a minute. This is really loud. Okay. People have probably been wondering where the videos have been, because I was playing this quite a bit, you know, uploading every day, and I've kind of given it a little not given the game a break. Let me see here. Unfold, straw swath. Okay. Unfold. What am I missing? Okay, here. Hold the header. Lower it. And the reason being is that, okay, what am I'm forgetting a button here. I just did this. Turn on the combine. Okay. The reason being is that I have been working hard on the farm. I've been continuously doing harvesting out there, and with high maintenance fees, it's become very difficult to the point where I'm starting to go out and do missions. Now, for those of you that don't know, Farming Simulator 17 does have missions available to it, which pretty much consist of doing work for other farmers, and they pay you pretty good for your time. It all depends on how fast you work and if as much as you know what you're doing, but you can't hire workers for this. It's purely for just yourself. Because my farm is struggling to be self-sufficient at this time, because large maintenance fees are dragging me back, as well as not having wide enough equipment to really cut down the time that it takes to operate the farm. Now keep in mind, I am playing this game on hard, with the hardest settings currently, which makes it quite a bit more difficult to do. Okay, we got quite a big field here, and I got 40 minutes to get all this cut. Playing this on hard is very difficult, because you don't have a lot of money for what you do for when you start off with, and you don't get that very good equipment, and also when you harvest your crops, you don't get a lot of money for your harvest. And especially considering the fact that I don't have any fertilizer spreaders, which is kind of what I'm saving up for right now. But I've been out doing missions, kind of getting some work in, helping the neighbors, I guess you could say. Oops. So yeah, this is a pretty decent way to make some money. I've never done missions up until actually a little bit ago at this point in the game. I've been trying to play it, you know, extremely realistically, but it's not really working out that well, because I'm running out of money to the point where I was actually negative $600 in debt. And to a farmer, when we need things that need necessities like seeds and fertilizers to put inside our sewing machines, it is very difficult. So I've been out doing some missions to kind of give myself a little speed boost up into what exactly I will need to get coming up. Now currently I don't have any new equipment since the last chore log video. I'm still renting the big baler, which is not really too bad. I mean, it's kind of sitting around, and you know, it's there. I mean, I haven't really used it that much. I've kind of been avoiding the bales because they were kind of getting to be a pain, because I was struggling, you know, to get my fields up and going all at the right time. But we're working now. We're making some money. I've made quite a good amount of money doing this, doing these missions, so it's not too bad. I have noticed a glitch though, that these combine heads are not picking up everything all the way to the edge. As you can see, it's falling a little bit short. Anyway, but as you do missions here on Farming Simulator, you do get in the good graces of the farmers that you're working with. And eventually, when it comes time for you to purchase more land, when you do missions for these people, they give you a discount on their fields, which is really nice as long as you work the same fields, which is, like I said, why I'm kind of working my neighbors right now. I've been doing 19, 23, 24, and 26 because those are kind of the next fields I would actually like to purchase on the game, and then go over to 22. But, you know, as time goes on, things will take place. So I guess today we're going to kind of talk about what it takes to have your farm be self-sufficient, to where you're making good money off your crops, and to where you don't need to do missions on here to successfully move on. See how short? I'm going to shut this off and turn it back on. Huh. It's like really short there on the left side for some reason. Oops. Nope, pipe in. So pretty much what it takes to have your farm self-sufficient, especially when you're playing this on hard, it is very difficult. As you guys have seen, I've been working on this extremely hard for quite a while, trying to get my farm up and going, and it's taken a while. It's taken quite a long time. I've never played this game on hard, other than for the tree stuff. And it's pretty hard to get it going. So what you need is a decent setup of equipment. You know, this ranges from, you know, wider cultivators, wider sowing machines, or even if you buy one of the sowing machines that has a cultivator built into it, so as you're rolling over it, you're getting two things done in one pass, which those are pretty nice. They don't come as wide though. It's all up to your preference. You know, if you've got friends, you know, having multiple things going on, multiple tractors going isn't really that big of a deal, because you can get it done in pretty much one pass or whatever, you know. But it's in hard mode it is difficult to do. And you know, next you're probably going to need a good fertilizer or a good sprayer, whether it be hard fertilizer or liquid. This is pretty much, if you even playing around in the settings, you can change that if you want. I kind of leave mine alone. I shut plowing, periodic plowing off there for a while, but I turned it back on recently so I can so the game's more realistic, as you would need to plow periodically in real life if you were to do something this rushed. But you'll need a good fertilizer to put down, you know, one that's wide, you know, because ultimately the wider your machinery is, the less time it takes. It's the less amount of passes you have to do, you know, which is important. As you can kind of see here, my combine header is right at the edge. I'm making sure that I'm taking as like minimal passes as I can on this field so that it is done faster. And as you can see, I'm a little bit quarter past the way it's done. Up in the top right, you have a little mission bar, and you have the timer, which is how long it takes to how much longer you have left to complete the mission. And then on the right is how much you are actually done with the mission. Now, from my personal experience, you don't have to get this whole entire field done. I've done this a few times on a few different fields, and you'll kind of get 90% of the way done. You'll have 2 or 3 more passes left, and it'll call it good. So I've been playing this quite a bit. I've been had some personal stuff going on in life to where I'm switching jobs and things like that. So I've kind of been pretty busy, which sucks. But the channel's going to keep going. I'm going to keep uploading, and we're going to keep working hard here, because that's what we do. We work hard and we grind non-stop. As far as getting the PC built, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on getting the racing wheel for so I can play American Truck Simulator. And I'm still working on a way to get the 6 videos a week going. Now, in order to upload multiple times a week, I'm going to have to have money coming in from YouTube. Now, I'm not asking for Patreon donations or nothing like that. Don't get scared and don't click off. In order for this to work, my AdSense has to be working for me. And the reason being is because I'd like to play a different game every single week. Now, unfortunately, in life, I can't afford to spend $20, $60 on a video game every single week. It would get ridiculous, you know, throughout the month. So, that'll come eventually, just not right now. I'm working on getting a few other simulator games on my computer that I'll be able to play, which should be pretty interesting. If you go through Nerd Cubed channel, He has quite a few interesting simulator games he plays, but they are, a few of them are just like Mac or Windows only, and I have a Mac right now as I work to get my PC going, but we'll make it work. We'll make something work here. I'm going to continue to upload Farming Simulator videos. See, look at this thing. It's not cutting the whole thing. Not cutting the whole row. I'm going to continue to make Farming Simulator videos simply because I enjoy this game, I enjoy making the chore logs, and I enjoy talking to all the viewers that tune in, even though it is a small number of viewers. My next, I'm trying to make these so that I have more stuff to talk about as I go on. In my next video, I'm going to talk about being a small YouTuber, and I don't have a lot of subscribers right now, I don't have a lot of views. A lot of people have come here for cattle and crops, and I'm getting quite a good following from that, which is very good. Yeah, I'm very much excited for cattle and crops as anybody else. Looks to be a very good game, and I'm also very excited for what this game will come to bring as time goes on. So pretty much, yeah, I'm still working on the channel. We're not giving up. We're going to keep going. Less videos, because, the thing is with these simulator videos, they're longer. Instead of me uploading a 4-minute Call of Duty or Minecraft video, I'm uploading a 20-minute gameplay video of a simulator game with me talking. And to me, uploading 20 minutes every single day would get frustrating, not only for me, but for the viewers as well. Because if you feel like you missed anything in the last video, you've got to watch 20 minutes of footage to see what happened. And that becomes aggravating. I'd like to upload, 2 times, 3 times a week, just enough so that I can, there's content going out, you guys have something to watch if you are interested in my channel. But on the topic of YouTube channels, I'm going to be starting another channel as well, and before you start hating on me for quote-unquote abandoning this channel, I'm not going to. I'm still going to be uploading on this channel weekly. I'm still going to be putting work into this channel, even if the other channel somehow turns out to be more financially better for me, because I love playing video games. I'm working on this new channel called Politically Incorrect, which is a political and media news type show where I'll be covering things that are going on in the news, but instead of reporting about them, I'm instead gonna, kind of report about them, but also give you both sides, because in the news we tend to get a lot of biased opinions and biased media, and we're not gonna put up with that. We're gonna have a YouTube channel that's out there and it's pounding away at all the things that are going on in today's world. They will be uncensored and uncut. So look out for that. I'm planning on a February release. And there you see, we're kind of halfway done with the field right now, and it's only been about 12 minutes. But I am planning on a February release. I'm not going to promote that too much on this channel because of the kind of channel it is. It's not going to be very friendly. It's not going to be very, stuff like that. It's going to be very bare bones and stuff like it can be edgy. So look out for that. I don't want to spend the whole video talking about that. It was just my little plug. Farming videos. Real farming videos. It's currently the month of January, which is where I live in Omaha, Nebraska. Means that our agriculture expos are starting to take off. This is exciting because I plan to start uploading some agriculture videos if I can get out to these events. Pretty much, they have these huge indoor expos about, new and upcoming farm technology, and I saw there's a whole bunch of new GPS technology coming out this year for harvesters like what we see here, and tractors and everything else. So that'll be pretty cool to be able to upload that and cover some of that, so I can kind of break out of the video game realm and do something that is a little bit different. we'll just leave that for now. But that won't affect any of what's going on here. In fact, it'd be really cool to kind of see some of the stuff that we see in the game in real life. I mean, these harvesters don't do justice on the game. They're huge monsters. Now see, my only question is, once the harvester is full, what do I do with it? Maybe I dump it in the shed over there. So yeah, we'll be covering quite a few different farming videos and all these other kind of videos that'll be coming up, I mean, as the spring goes on. Because, I mean, honestly, I think the whole YouTube community is feeling this. Which anybody that lives in parts of the country where it snows and it's cold this time of the year, we're all just kind of tired of the cold and the snow and the wet. We're just kind of ready for something else to take place as far as the seasons go. And kind of like that winter buzzkill, but you know, it'll all work out. The channel will be up and going. You know, I'm hoping I can release some content coming up. I mean, we've got quite a big AAA game lineup coming out for the next year when I'll be covering all of that. So it'll be interesting for sure. So hopefully this channel can start taking off and we can have more farming videos, better content, all the good stuff. Here's a nice view on the inside of this harvester, by the way. Oh, also, you don't need to bring your own equipment to the missions, which is very nice. I gotta exit out so I can pay attention to what I'm doing. It's very nice you don't have to bring your own equipment, because if I had to plow this in 40 minutes with my little exile flow, we would have been in disaster mode. There's no way I could have got that done. It would have taken way too long. Yeah, though, I was just giving you guys a little update here about what's going on the farm. I try and keep everybody in the loop. But the ranch is working. We're working on getting some animals and stuff like that, so bear with me. The videos will start picking up once I get more things going on in the game, other than constant plowing, constant sowing, constant harvesting. But I figured a little mission, give you guys kind of an insight of what exactly the missions are about. And yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All the support I can get is very much appreciated. I appreciate everybody who comes in. I mean, I get quite a few followers from these chore log videos. So yeah, thanks for everything. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.
Darling, every time we meet, I feel the rush, I feel the heat from a fire burning deep within.